For Fong, who do you consider to be the greatest martial artist of all time?
Well, you know, people ask me that question too a lot of times. They said, "You think Funagoshi is the greatest martial artist because he developed karate, or Kano he developed judo, or Yeshiva developed aikido, or Bruce Lee?" I said, "Those guys are great, but the greatest martial arts in the history of mankind is Jesus Christ." And they said, "What?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Think about it. How many of those guys transcended the brutality of the cross?" I mean, the man is the epitome of love, and love transcends all these things. It's like water. You ever try to beat up water? I mean, you get a big rock there, and water will go around it, and after so many years, pretty soon that rock's transformed. It's got a big old gap in that rock. So that's what I'm talking about. That martial artists is not about the fist, or about the feet, about the head, or elbow, or whatever. Martial art is about that unseen force that can only be activated when we have faith. Now, what is faith? Faith is believing something without scientific basis. We don't have to have a sign. No one have to prove to me. When I believe, I see. And I was mentioning earlier before this interview about I dealt with suicidal people before when I was counseling at Catholic Social Service. And one lady said she has no hope. She thinking about, very serious about terminating her life, taking her own life. And I said, well, look, you need faith to look beyond the moment. See, we need to live in the moment. But suicidal people only live in the moment in a negative way. They're in darkness right now. See, that's why the Bible says, "Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." And the reason the psalmist said that, he knew he was walking through the shadow of death, and pretty soon he's going to come to the valley of light. That he's not going to set up camp in the valley of death. And so we have to look at life like that. That in this moment, we see what we see, but in the next moment, we're somewhere else, because life is a constant moving forward. See, that's what it is. And so we have to look with vision. And that's what my martial arts is all about. It's a journey. It's a process. You never quite arrive, but you always strive. And this is why martial arts and the spiritual content is so great. It's a good vehicle. See, it's a good vehicle for empowering your life, what I call being a life warrior, life warriorship.
You got a book that talks about these concepts, right?
Oh yeah, I have a book.
What's it called?
Well, you know, I have a bunch of books. I have a book called Soul Food for Tough Times. I have another one, A Faith to Match Your Mountains. Another one is Loving Unloving People. Make everyone mentor for your mentor for love. That no matter how nasty a person is, how much you dislike a person, that person can teach you a lesson. If nothing else but patience.
So if anybody wants any of these books, they can get it at what's your website?
Yeah, just go to my website, or either send for it at P.O. Box 7, Woodland Hills, California, 91365-0007.
That's Leo Fong, right?
Yeah, send for Leo Fong or Koinonia Production. Koinonia means bringing together. It's a Greek word that they use in the turn of the century when their life was threatened, when they get together for worship. So they had Koinonia groups. They get together in the cellar and away from authority, because Roman people would come and soldiers would come and persecute these people. So it's Koinonia Production, Koinonia, Koinonia Productions, P.O. Box 7, Woodland Hills, California, 91365-0007. So you can ask for a list of the books I have and DVDs I have.
All right.
And I'll be glad to send you a list.
And thank you very much, Sifu Fong, and God bless.
Thank you. You